Welcome to Grumpy Old Reds and welcome to the preview for Nottingham Forest versus Brentford against those Stingless Bees. It's Friday night and the week is finally over, man. Oh, this week has been doing my goddamn head in. Welcome to the weekend, chat. Welcome to the weekend panel. Welcome to the weekend, Dino.
Welcome to the weekend.
How are you, darling?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the weekend match.
Are you sitting like you're in the head teacher's office with your hands interlaced?
I've got my cane down beside me, so if any of you boys are
you Origi? Did you see the chub on Origi in the team photo? Are you just holding that belly?
Chub, no, I didn't see that. No. Well, did he have the chubby shirt on? You know, the away kit.
He had the home kit. Oh,
shit, he's got trouble then, mum.
Chat, did you see Origi, man? Because he's got to be pissed that that wind moved at that exact moment and that shutter shut at that exact moment, man. Because he literally looks 6 months pregnant.
Was it wind?
Google the picture, Dina. Google the picture.
Yeah, definitely. Because I thought you were talking about some other chub that he was showing off, but I thought he was in the back row, so I don't know if you could see that.
Was he like Pochettino big?
Pochettino. If you look at Omobamidele on the end as well, he looks a bit. That kid.
He finally learned his name, man. So he's taken 3 weeks.
Mate, it wasn't me, but I didn't know it. It's Dino. Omadon Ding Dong, isn't it?
Wait, let's do an Omobamidele test. Ant, go.
What?
Say
his name.
Oh, Omobamidele.
Dino?
Omobamidele.
Yeah, see?
Oh my god, you sound like a YouTuber. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are looking forward to the show. Coming up in tonight's GOR. Honestly, I have no idea because we literally just logged on. We're gonna basically talk Forest. Wait, what are you? What chub are you talking about?
Oh, no, I'm not talking about anything, mate. This is not the show for it.
Are you and Mark having some private convo?
No, well, it's definitely a conversation.
We need to get Mark on. Mark, if you got something you need to say, mate, you're gonna step up on stage and man up and say what you need to say about as a sock or whatever.
Leave it. It's not my stock, mate.
Graham, I'm glad someone loves this shit because honestly, this ship is sailing without a captain right now. And there's Daniel saying Omobamidele. It's not a hard name.
That's quite a good way of doing it, breaking it up.
Evening, Marky boy. Hope you're well. Sai, good to see you. And Patrico in the house as well. ObiWan Kenobi.
ObiWan Kenobi. Sorry.
As a kid, I always thought it was one. ObiWan Kenobi.
There can only be one
I
Kenobi.
think the number one.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan is.
There can only be one Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah,
The Portuguese one.
And also, we're so off topic here, but I always thought it was a lightsaber as a kid, like a freaking Tesco club card, man. Seriously. And then when I saw the spelling for the first time, I was like, what?
Yeah, you thought it was. What did you think it was? A lifesaver? Or
lightsaber. I mean, a lifesaver would have made more sense. I get it. Yeah.
I thought it was a lifesaver.
Weirdly enough, I thought it was a lightsaber. How strange.
Well, that's because you were like 53 when the film actually came out.
You were there for the filming, mate. What the fuck?
Exactly.
Anyway,
I hope you guys are all well. Let's get on with the show. And as 007 says, 50% panel is Omobamidele.
Dyslexia, comma
All right,
I can say dyslexia, comma Amadeli. I could say that.
Honestly, we have got the best chat. We have got the best chat, haven't we, guys? Because we will I forgot that I was going to the game on Sunday. That's how this week's gone. Like, Wolverine mentioned it to me. I was like, oh shit, yeah, I'm at the game on Sunday. But yeah, that's how this week's gone. But you guys are working us up, so keep it up in the chat, guys, and we will bring it up as we go along. Go on, boss.
Also, breaking news: if you are going to the Crystal Meth Palace game next Saturday, drop me a WhatsApp. Drop me a WhatsApp. That's all I'm gonna say. But you better be going if you drop me a WhatsApp. Otherwise, you're in trouble. All right.
Something very good in it for you if you are going.
Yeah. You're going to South London, yeah? Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
Yeah, better than that.
Leave my shopping
getting
done
out
from
of here alive,
Sainsbury's
mate.
attached to it. Drop it off on the way back up.
Listen, can you remember when he said on the transfer deadline day, could anyone speak French in the chat? Look what happened after that. I'm just saying that. Saying that. It could be exciting.
It could
Or
be.
it could
Well,
be
it's
a naked photo of Wolverine signed.
That's even better. That's even better. That it could be in my pre-freaking washboard ab days, right?
Oh, pre-wash.
Pre-wash days. Oh my god, how we're here to talk about Forest, and we're talking about
It's just one of those fun
abs.
streams about Forest.
It's that
We're
chat.
talking about my abs, man. Come on, seriously. Like, if we're going to talk about someone's abs, if I was going to see someone's abs, I want to see DJ's abs. That's the abs I want to see right there. Right there. All right, let's jump into it. Evening, Sai, evening, everyone. Mark, you going? Okay, fantastic, Mark. Now you want some washboard abs right there. Our boy Mark, chiseled, absolutely chiseled.
He is chiseled. Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, let's get into this. So, Forest are playing the B-Tech wannabes, Brentford, with their Danish bacon manager coming all the way up from the car park in West London to come and play Forest without their star freaking gambler up front, without their Rico Case at left back, yeah, with a golf course from Nottingham in midfield. What the hell do we have to fear on this one, Ez? Seriously, is there anything to fear but fear itself?
Apart from your Jinxerini, honestly, mate.
Shut the fuck up.
Just line them up. Just line them up. I'm expecting, obviously, a result tomorrow, and a result being 3 points, but I don't think it's going to be an easy one.
Yeah, and seriously, he's talking about me. I'm expecting a result tomorrow. At least I know when the game is.
Yeah, the one that you're going to.
I'm not even going. Yeah.
Always makes me smile when people say we're trying to get a result.
It's been a long week, guys. It's been a long week. On Sunday, I am expecting 3 points, but I don't think it's going to be easy on the eye game. I think it's going to be an attritional game, and I think we're going to make it hard for us. But we will get the result. I'm confident of that, but I'm not going to be winding them up on the build up to it. But yeah, I'm confident. 3 points, mate.
Bro, who are you going to wind up? Have you ever met a Brentford fan?
No,
chat,
that's true.
Serious question,
that's
chat.
True.
Chat, I need to know,
never.
right? Hand on heart, chat. Have you ever, in 3D, in real life, met a Brentford fan? And have you ever met one?
Never mind that. You don't see him on podcasts either.
It's true. It's true.
That's true.
Do you know?
No, I haven't.
Why are you looking down there? What are you playing with?
Nothing. I'll put my trousers back on now. Sorry.
Have you ever met a Brentford fan?
No, but we did have one trolling us on Messenger, didn't we? Like every week saying, I'm in the know. I'm in the know. Jono's coming to Brentford. True. He's coming. You think I'm trolling you? I'm not. You'll see. You'll see. It was literally every week. There was a new message.
On good source. I have it on good source.
Met with the club. I've got it from a source inside the club.
Yes.
And we just didn't answer. And then, boom.
Laser's teacher is a Brentford fan.
Is Laser still in school?
Okay. so
Laser was like 40, man.
I thought Laser was about 48.
You can't tell, can you?
No.
Isn't it? Yeah.
So that's one accounted for then. What about the other 14 that we need to find?
Well, shout out to Billy. Billy from the podcast. I forgot his name. Sorry, Billy, man. But Billy's the top bloke. We met him while doing some stuff for Sky. He's the top bloke. He told us some stuff about Marinakis, which was quite interesting. So that's 2. Yeah. Are there any Brentford fans in the chat? Show your faces. Show your faces.
You lurkers.
But I do want to, and I just don't want to go on to this Jono thing, right? Because they really were trying to show some chest about Jono. And at any stage, were you worried or did you care that Jono would go to the B-Tech Stadium?
If they'd come up with 60 million, I'd have sold him to Brentford. But no, I was never. They were never. Why did they think that their club can compete with ours regarding attractiveness of which club to play for. It makes no sense. They are Brentford. We are Nottingham Forest. It makes no sense. It's like us looking at I don't know, Vinny Jr. and saying, "Oh, he might come to us. Should we put a cheeky bid in?" You can put as much of a bid in as you like. The guy's not coming, and
Why
it's
not?
the same with them.
Why not? Why would Vinny Jr. not come to Forest?
We're more likely to get Vinny Jones
out of retirement. Yeah.
But they honestly, Anne, they thought it was going to happen. Do you remember when the rumor went up that Spurs had put in 20 million for Jono as their opening gambit because it is Daniel Levy after all? Yeah. Honestly, the 3 Brentford fans started jumping on our Twitter timeline. They're like, you rejected 35 from us. Now you're going to have to take 20. Yeah. And then they still came in again. I think they went as high as 38 and then the checkbook bounced. And then they couldn't go any higher. It's just an embarrassing club for me. I know people big them up.
Though, it's not the money, is it? I mean, even David Johnson, that's Brennan's dad, by the way, people. I saw a statement from him. And he was saying it's really difficult for him to leave Forest. He absolutely loves Forest. He says he looks really weird in a white shirt. Can you imagine what he'd have said if you saw his kid in that shirt? You know what I mean?
True.
He would have shot him.
Never happened.
They're punching
what we're
above,
talking about him for, he's bloody gone. I don't give a shit about him.
But it's still funny. Go on, Ez, go on.
No, I was just saying, obviously, they're punching above their weight, and they have been for a few seasons. But it doesn't make them a good team. It just makes them, punching above their weight. So the manager's obviously had a big part in that, whether you like him or not. I actually like him. I think he comes across quite well. But they are punching above their weight, and sooner or later, I think it's one of those teams that is going to come back to haunt them, and then it'll probably be another 20 years before they're back in the Premier League. So once they're out, I think they'll be out for a long time.
You're saying they're punching above their weight, right? What weight exactly? They're below us in the table for a start, right? So what is this? What is this narrative I keep hearing on Brentford about them punching above their weight, man? Well, explain.
Because they're not a Premier League team in anyone's eyes.
Correct.
You ask anyone around the world, Brentford aren't in the first probably 100 teams that you'd come up with as a Premier League team. But they're there, so they're punching above their weight. They've done well enough to stay in. They had relegation difficulties, I think, in the first season, but since then they haven't. They've been comfortable in that league. So credit where credit's due, but that time will run out. The only thing that's going to save them this season is the shit that's below them. In the table, the teams that have come up are so poor that if anybody else gets relegated below them, then they seriously need to have a look at their whole restructure. That's the only thing that saves them, saves Everton, and potentially saves teams like Wolves this season. But Brentford are shit, and sooner or later it's going to come back to roost, especially when Toney does eventually leave. He will go.
I mean, they do deserve tremendous credit for what they've achieved for a club like that, because they are.
What have they achieved? What have they achieved?
They got in and stayed in the Premier League. That is a massive achievement. It took us 23 years, mate. So it's a massive achievement what they've done on their budget with their fans and that stadium and the players that they can bring in. It's a fantastic achievement. I'm serious. I wouldn't even class them as a championship team. I'd class them as a third division team or Division 1 team. That's what I would class Brentford as. It's Brentford. Think about growing up. It's Brentford. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. It's a big achievement for them. And eventually, as you quite rightly say, time will run out. And I think once they go down, in all likelihood, they'll continue to just go down. And that'll be
because they don't really exist on the map either. I used to work in London, driving through the A4. I'm not even joking now, right? As you got towards London, you're looking out for signs to know you're getting close, right? And it was the GSK building, it was the Sky building coming in from that A4 side, yeah. You wouldn't even see signs for Brentford, man. It was like, it's just a pointless part of the country.
It's like a Freuler town, isn't it? It's like a Freuler town. It's a Freuler town, isn't it?
It really is. Anyway, well, Dino, have you got anything nice to say about them? Because I feel a little bad because they are, a mediocre club. Is there anything positive you could swing their way?
No.
Sorry,
you only support Brentford.
I don't know why DJ Tony is saying, you're
Dino, and chill. I said Dino. Go on, Dino.
You only support Brentford if you're from Brentford. It's not one of those clubs that you live in like Newcastle. I'll support Brentford. You know what I mean? There's lots of like Newcastle United, Liverpool, even Forest in the day, where you've got lots and lots of people from around the world supporting them. Brentford are just followed by a nucleus of a 20-mile radius, I think, which is why they've got a shit crowd. Finished.
Go on, respond to him and respond to DJ Tone.
Yeah, no, I just don't understand. Is that aimed at me? Or is there another hand or something?
And are you in there, and that?
And the hat, you in?
Do I sound like
you
a
obviously
freaking
Arsenal and go on.
Sorry, what? I'm losing track here because
no, Baguna rant. I don't know if it's to do with that, mate.
The chat's insane.
You're not
so
wrong.
I don't know where we are. Brentford, Brentford. Brentford, bless. Back to Division 1, and then you've had your time. Go away.
Yeah, I am getting a little worried about Dino, and Mark's just sharing my concern. Mark's saying, Dino, you all right, Dino?
No, somebody's
like shit in your pillowcase.
Yeah, somebody's shit in a pillow. And I can't believe our chat is so switched on. It was so accurate. Somebody's took a dump in my pillowcase.
Again.
Probably Mark Dennis, actually. He seems the prime suspect to me.
It wasn't you, was it, Dino?
Might have been after a few too many wines, yeah.
I am loving some of these comments, right?
And you have got a bit of a
It's it's my red light. There, we're Forest fans, so it's red.
Roxanne.
I can turn it blue if you like.
You
know what,
Mike?
I'm amazed.
Mike, that was funny.
Before now, Mike, I'm amazed.
It's funny.
Go on.
We got a game
to preview,
Make sure
guys.
You get the money off him first. Sorry.
You bloody asshole, man! Why would you put that comment up? Seriously, killed me, man. I just choked.
Some great comments.
Oh god! All right, we're derailing.
In your bedroom, Dino. You dog.
Yeah, I won't mind if she.
I'll bring it up briefly. I'll bring it up briefly.
And if she's round for the night, it'd be all right.
Preferably afterwards, though. Yeah. Hang on, this is getting like a member stream. This is.
It started as a member stream.
Yeah.
It's Brentford, man. It's Brentford.
If you're not a member, right, this is a taste. He's gone green light district now. What the hell was that? If you're not a member, these are what member streams are like, right? So 99p gets you all the goals for the matches as well. Yeah. Exclamation mark member chat. And also, if you're enjoying this, I don't know why you would, but if you're enjoying the stream, please don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new. All right, can we get a little serious, man? Oh my God. Yeah, Mark, stop, man. Serious. No one make me laugh. I will go into coughing fits and I can't right now. I'm stood down, man.
I've been there a few times.
I've got to go cough a bit. I'll be right back. Yeah.
Oh, no. You can be he's left me in charge.
We're in some sensible approach to it.
While I am on the screen, guys, just a reminder that Super Saturday, is that what it's called? Super Saturday will be streaming tomorrow at 2:40 on the FFTV Premier League channel and on FFTV The High Press. They're the only two places you're going to get it. So make sure at the end of the show, we'll put the links in the chat at some point. Make sure you've clicked and subscribed and you've hit the notifications buttons because we like changing things around as well and keeping you guessing. So make sure you have got your notifications on. We've got some great games. Well, maybe not the games, but we've got some great guests, haven't we, lined up for tomorrow? And it looks like we've got a full house at the moment. 6 games, and I think we might have 6 guests covering it.
We can have a great laugh. It's a great laugh at the weekend when we do this, even in the crappy games, to be honest. So, no, it's good. It's good. We've got good lineup, and we've got some good lineups for future weeks as well. We're trying to bring some other fans from other channels in to do it, and we've got a couple interested already. We're going to keep stretching it out. So it's going to be hopefully be a bigger community on that stream other than just our lot.
And the big announcement.
Don't label me with that, mate. Not with that corporation. Any other corporation.
The big announcement is that this week, all week, I've been lined up to the Bournemouth Arsenal match, and they've parachuted a superstar in and chucked me off to do West Ham versus Sheffield United. But
you know what? At least you get some goals, mate.
You're not doing the Arsenal match. You're not doing the Arsenal.
No, we've got a special guest.
Arsenal. I get a message today. We've got Johnny to do the Bournemouth match. Oh, thanks, mate.
It's a special guest, mate.
I respect the guess. Although when you come to me for the West Ham, I might go. You might see me go. Oh yeah,
you're doing Man U, mate.
I'm doing Man U. I got to speak to that prick Twist all week, and now I got to watch his team. Man, this is conspiracy. They're out to get us, man. They're out to get us.
If it was Man U away to Man City, you'd think, oh yes, but at home to Palace, nah.
It's all about entertainment, mate, and that's why you guys are on the games. And you chose West Ham. I think you're going to see the most goals anyway against Sheffield United. So that's probably why you got.
What game have I got? I don't even know. It might not go ahead if I don't get this bloody background on.
You got Leeds versus Leicester, Dino, in the Championship.
I thought you'd be covering the Notts County match, surely.
You won in a couple of years.
Surely Dino has the Brighton game. Are Brighton even playing? Who cares?
Yeah, what have I got? Yeah. I don't know. It's moved around all week. So I don't know.
You'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll find out tomorrow.
I don't want to sit here, Ez. I want to sit here.
No, you're going back to your spot, mate.
Come on, man. I feel like ranting. I've got a rant built up in me. Those 2 days off.
As soon as you want to rant, just swap us out.
No, do the rant. Chat, do you want the rant?
I haven't actually got anything to rant about, but I do want to rant. I will rant in a second about a couple of things. Okay, couple of things. All right, let's get serious for a second before the viewers go from 1 to 0. Let's crack on. Right. I want to talk about Felipe, Dino. I'm sick of this. Apparently, this knee injury is still ongoing, and I'm not gonna say anymore. I'll swap with Ez in a second, right? But bro, he's out. Danilo is back training, according to the update I saw. And unfortunately, Tavares isn't as injured as first hoped. I think the words they used.
That's rotten, man. That's rotten.
I don't care. It's no whole bar for me today, man. The painkillers are kicking in. But yeah, apparently there's the 3 injuries. Are there any ones you're worried about there?
No, we've got strength in depth. Felipe, I don't know whether we'll ever see in a Forest shirt again, to be honest.
I don't say that.
Very odd with that.
Yeah, that's true.
Will we see him without a Forest shirt? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'm sure you'd like that. You come and shit in my pillowcase anytime. And that's from a straight man.
Trust me, I've got a lot to say about Felipe. Right, hold on, let me switch seats here. Right, on this Felipe thing, right? I'm getting sick and tired of it. I am, right? And nothing against Cooper right now, because actually I've been quite pleased with him over the last couple of weeks. Yeah, me and Coops, we're on okay terms at the moment, right?
You're tight, yeah.
We're tight. However, this Felipe thing is piss take, because he's either injured or he's not injured. He's in every photo. He's in every freaking topless magazine. He's in every training session. Yeah, he was tickling someone's armpits yesterday in the team photo. He's on that training pitch, right? He played against, who was it, Harrogate the other week, yeah? But apparently he's got this niggle. What's a niggle, man?
And it's his manager.
But seriously, I have not felt secure since Felipe has not been in that back 4. You know what it feels like to me? It feels like when you go upstairs, you're about to go to sleep, and you're sitting there thinking, did I lock the back door or not? I can't remember. And you're there thinking, shall I go down or not? If Felipe's in the house with you, you're thinking, no need to. Felipe's there.
Great analogy, mate. I was with you all the way.
You're like, I'm going to have to get up. I'm going to have to go down and check the door. And that's how I feel right now with our defense, right? Because I'm sorry, without Felipe, I don't feel there's leadership enough at the back 4. And I would rather they just came out and said, he's out for 3 months. Let us know. None of this freaking poke it in just the tip and then pull it back out stuff. No, I'm done with it, right? I want to know, is he fit or not? There.
That's your technique.
It is. It's the man bun, Daniel.
You call that
right. It's losing the man. It's losing the man bun. Since he's lost his man bun, he's just lost his powers.
There could be something in there.
There's chat started that one off. That's right.
What I'm getting a little bit annoyed about is we're getting the same thing every week. He's got a niggle in his knee and we're managing it. Well, you're not managing it, are you? Because the guy's not fucking playing. If you're managing it, it means you're managing it. We're getting him on the pitch and we're managing it. No, you're not managing it at all. He's got something in his knee. What is it? It's been how many months now? 3 months. That's a long niggle in your knee that you don't know what it is. It's just a niggle. So come on, let's get it right. What the effing hell is wrong with him? We can take it. We're all grown men. We'll only cry a little bit. What is wrong with him? Because you don't have a niggle in your knee for 3 months. There's something wrong, isn't there?
Well, it's flaring up, isn't it? Is it a Ledley King issue? You know, if he can't train,
if it's flaring up week on week, then he needs an operation because it's not getting any better. It's the same now as it was 3 months ago.
But Ledley King didn't train,
what
did
does
he?
managing it mean?
No,
not playing it. Oh, well done.
So why is he training? Why is he training?
Don't know. Makes no sense
my
to me.
question. Yeah.
I don't know. And I do worry, as Chris and Chris are saying, both the Chris's, like seriously, like is he going to end up at Olympiacos at this rate? You know, to find his knee.
I can see him moving on in January. I can see if he doesn't get back into fitness, I can see him moving on in January.
Is this turning into goddamn Silence of the Lambs, man? Are they sending players out to Olympiacos, taking pieces of them? They got Omar Richards' leg. Now it's going to be Felipe's knee. Yeah. Slowly but surely, they're going to make this bionic player. Man, it'll be some sick player once they finished. But seriously, man, it's starting to get a little bit annoying. Anyway, the annoying thing is Wolverine said it when he cut it off. Yeah, I did. It's the man bun, the power of the man bun, power of the man bun. But anyway, so that's Felipe. That's the injured players. We still got enough, haven't we, Ez? Without Felipe and that to turn over Chelsea Car Park FC.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we've got two centre backs who we haven't even seen yet, who've paid money for, and obviously we've discussed that they're probably longer term projects, but I'd like to see them get some game time. But I agree with you because, I mean, but the leadership issue is who else is there to step up and why aren't the others stepping up? I'll be honest, and I'll call him out a little bit. I've been a little bit disappointed with Niakate's presence on the pitch because I don't think... Whoa, let me finish my point. He's a good player, but have you seen him organising our defence? Have you seen him talking to the others? Have you seen him pulling others into position? I don't see that from him, and I should be seeing that from him as well as Felipe. So
I don't think we can listen to that anymore. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Wolverine.
Shut up. The pair of you. Okay, argue back. When have you seen him leading the line?
Okay, we don't need to see him leading the line.
No. We're talking about leaders.
No. You can't have 11 players who are all... Well, you can, but it's very unusual. Different players have different personalities. Niakate wasn't brought in to organise the back line and to be the leader. Niakate was brought in to be one of the best left centre-backs in the Premier League. And that's what he's doing. It's up to the others around him. So you can't put personality into a player. They've either got it or they're not. You're either a leader or you're not. You know what I mean? So,
and he kind of he's not contradicting the argument because Niakate is a leader. He was captain at Mainz.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But I haven't seen that here.
Maybe he doesn't feel so as comfortable in speaking a foreign language. Then I don't know.
He speaks English, blood.
Yeah, exactly.
I know he does. Yeah, I know, but it's not his first language.
So,
do you speak a foreign language? You're not as quick as you are with English. It takes that split second to... I don't know. I'm trying to make an excuse because I love Niakate and I won't hear a word said against him. Is that what you want to hear?
I'm with you, Anne. I'm with you, but
well then,
I'll say straight to you, you're making a bad argument, bro. It was better when you just kept your mouth shut. It was better when you kept your mouth shut. We were winning, yeah, and then he spoke. That was the problem, right? But Dino, as the sensible one here, or slightly more sensible, right?
I like this comment.
It's got a point because I'm actually reading through the chat, right? And there's a lot of people agreeing with Ez, which actually freaks me out a little, right?
Listen, they've come to their senses. Their Ez senses.
He's not a leader. I'm not bothered.
I am a leader. Sorry,
chuck some balance one way or the other here. Have you seen? One, do you think Niakate is a leader? And secondly, have you seen leadership traits from him on the pitch?
And thirdly, are you bothered?
Well, the third one, I'm not bothered. Captains and leaders just don't exist anymore in this football for me. A lot of them. I mean, look at Kane, for example. He was captain at Tottenham before he left, but nobody could understand him for a start. And his first language was supposed to be English. But He led by example on the pitch. And that's what most do now. The days of Roy Keane and Stuart Pearce and, these iconic captains have gone, long gone. We haven't got the characters in the game anymore. And we haven't got any in the squad, in my opinion. So captains, leaders, all the same thing, whether they wear the armband or not. We've not really got any leaders. I just think that everybody should know the job by what Steve Cooper drills into them every week in training. And they should just go out there and do the job. They shouldn't need anybody to pep talk them up. Certainly on that money per week.
Football's different. Football's different than it used to be. It's multinational players, multimillionaires, and you do get people that shout and people that don't. The captain's armband, as you say, Dino, it's for me, it's like a status symbol or something. It doesn't really mean anything. I mean, Kevin De Bruyne is the nominated captain of Man City. The guy's not an on-field leader. He's just got a presence. And that's what
Lloris was captain at Spurs for a while as well, wasn't he? I mean, Dino, you're touching on quite an interesting point there, right? Because Keno was out of sheer fear and respect, yeah? Pearce, same way. Yeah, he was called Psycho and what have you, but I still think it was respect that was earned on that pitch. At the moment, you got Worrell as our captain, Yates as the vice captain. You saying you don't see those Pearce, Roy Keane? Now, I know that's the elite level captaincy, but you say, can you see them developing into that level? And not just them in particular, because your point was about football in general. Who do you see as an old school captain? Chat, is there anyone you guys can think of in the Premier League or world football that would stand out, who has those traits? Putting you on the spot, Dino, I know, but it was your point, so I'm just pushing it straight back at you.
Now,
Bruno Fernandes.
No, definitely not. Because you're right, those two main traits, actually being good at football and being one of the best players on the pitch, and then having the aggression to call people out on the pitch as the manager would, are two things that make a perfect captain for me. And the third one, I suppose, is playing somewhere around the middle of the pitch or not a goalkeeper. It's very difficult for a goalkeeper to captain a forward striker when he's in goal and vice versa. So you've got to be somewhere, ideally a midfielder. So they're the three criteria for me. But you've got to be good. You've got to call people out when you see crap on the pitch and somebody losing position. Whether you need we haven't got a person like that, and I don't think many people have, to be honest, Wolverine. Left, is a bit of an old school trait. The two people you mentioned, Pearce, one of the best players the club has ever seen, and Keane, the same. They could walk the walk and talk the talk. So people listened to them when they said, that's not good enough. You've seen the Keane stories at Man U. He couldn't give a shit. He'd call everybody out. He did it on Man U TV and they wouldn't hear it.
Cost him his job, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
You got your finger up.
Also, both Stuart Pearce and Roy Keane, I know for a fact, have grabbed players in the dressing rooms by their throats and held them up against the wall. Maybe Neil Carty does that. Maybe Neil Carty does that. We don't see it.
No, I don't think you can get away with that these days.
Well, about captains, Dino made a good point about captain being in the centre of the field. I think nowadays you're more likely to forget captain. Captain means bugger all. It's just an armband. I think you generally tend to get a leader in defence, a leader in midfield, and a leader to press to lead the press at the front. So I think it's more, you don't have one captain trying to do it all. When you think about it, in today's game with the pace, you'd struggle, wouldn't you? So I think you have a leader of each department, each section of the team.
I don't know if I agree with that. Just for jump that to Ez, Visual Joker, thank you, bro, so much for the 9 months. You're absolute legend. Do you agree with what I'm saying there? Is there a departmental leader, if you like, within teams? And if so, if you do agree, who would be the Forest departmental leaders?
I'm not seeing too many obvious candidates, to be honest. I know who Cooper's named as his captain and his vice captain, and I think that's more on sentimentality and club local knowledge more than anything else. Because Yates, he has got that ability. I think he can get take a game by the scruff of the neck. He has got the ability to do that. I don't see that in Worrell. Worrell, it's more by certainly in the championship, was throwing himself in front of balls and stuff like that, and putting himself on the line. I haven't seen that consistently enough in the Premier League to have him as our captain. But I think the problem is that And my initial point is, who else is stepping up to that mark? We talked about Felipe, but other than Felipe, who has stepped up? I'm hoping that Sangare's issue is going to be his language barrier. But players like Dominguez, maybe he could be the next one to step up and take that mantle. But I'm not seeing enough. My point is, I'm not seeing enough in that Forest squad to see that there's enough leaders on the pitch, and certainly not departmental leaders either. You know, Wanye maybe a Wanye's our best leader. He leads by example.
Very quickly, we have not had a settled defence at all. So it's very difficult to pick out one player to be leader because he won't be in the next game. We've not had a settled defence whatsoever. It's changed every game and during games as well. So it's very difficult to get that cohesion and get one man that knows everybody around him and can say, right, move up or whatever. Because you can say move up, but if the guy's not used to playing next to you, you might not even be looking at it. You know what I mean? You need a settled defence for that. I mean, Odegaard is captain of Arsenal. Would you say he was captain material?
No,
most people would say no. But it's by example.
Not. Dino, loads of people in the chat are saying Dominguez, Shipstones has, Martin has as well. I think Sai did as well. He thinks he'll be captain within 5 games. Do you see any traits in Dominguez? I have no idea, by the way, why we're talking about captains, but we'll go with it for a couple minutes more. We're here for Brentford, but okay, cool. Yeah, Dino, do you see this Dominguez? Chat, what do you see? Yes or no's in the chat? Is there captaincy traits in Dominguez?
He's played a game.
Spot on.
How can we actually pick out that? He's our new shiny toy captain. I don't know. It's from another country. I don't know. I don't really see the point in captains nowadays for the reasons I've said before. Those characters just don't exist anymore. The Vinnie Jones of this world. You know what I mean? Somebody that could really get a team going. We've not seen one at Forest for a long time. So I think the captain, just the whole conversation about
our last one. Would you agree, Cohen?
Oh, sorry,
Chris Cohen.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
all right.
Probably our last one. I'm saying our last proper captain.
Yeah, okay.
I agree. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But he didn't fit. He didn't fit my sort of double, triple criteria that I put, did he? He's not, an exceptional footballer. I think
he's never fit.
So there's a few shouts in the chat for Yates, and I think if he improves his game year on year and stays at Forest, he's got a good shout because he's got Forest in the blood. Somebody put he'll chop a leg off for Forest, but it's just whether he improves as a player and gets a regular start. But if he doesn't, it's pointless. I mean, we've got a captain and a vice captain that don't start very often at the minute. So
that's the other thing I was going to say. In our team, we haven't got any players apart from MG. I'm really shocked. Cooper must be dying to give him the captaincy. He must be dying to. I would put money on it that MGW will be captain next season. Because he's the only player that starts every game.
They've got to have the respect of the rest of the squad behind the scenes as well, and we'll never know that.
Yeah.
I've always said that captaincy is way overrated. It's leaders, not captains. In a lot of foreign countries, particularly I know Italy, they give it to the player with the most appearances. Doesn't matter who he is, whoever gets the most appearances, he's the captain. That's how it works. And they don't care. They don't care about the captain in other countries. It's only in England we care about it. Fact.
All right, let's move on from captains. I'm getting bored of it. The chat's probably getting bored of it.
Yeah.
Graham, you're a legend. You finally worked out the like button. And as Graham has as well, for some of you maybe you don't know where the like button is. It's at the bottom of your screen. If you're on your phone, just close the live chat for a second, then press the like button. Make sure you're subscribed to Forest Fan TV. And we've got over 200 of you in here, I think. And 70 likes.
Sexy tonight, Sanad.
Anyway, what the hell just happened there?
Ooh, what happened there? Who's pressed what?
I've not touched it.
Yeah, you have enough of it already.
Anyway, okay, let's move on and let's get back on track because we are here, of course, to discuss the match. Now, Ed, there's been a lot of talk from Cooper in particular, a lot of hints dropped about positive mentality, about new styles of play, about getting this in. However, I'll be honest with you, I'm always straight. Listening to his press conference today, honestly, I could have fallen asleep. It was literally rinse and repeat. We're building to become the best we can be. We're only focused on the game coming up. You know, we only look towards the end of our noses, the usual crap. Yeah, and I'm not saying crap, but you know what I'm saying. Turn of phrase there.
Yeah.
So I get it. It gets a bit repetitive. It gets a bit boring, to be honest. All I want to know from the press conference is who's fit? Does he think we're going to win? Can he call Brentford a BTEC stadium, please? He's never going to do that. But anyway, but yeah, the point here is, do you expect this game on Sunday to be the evolving beginning of Forest now? We've seen it a couple of times. We've seen it a couple of times this season, 30 minutes against Burnley. Bit in the second half against Man City when they were down to 10 men. Is it now the time to take that handbrake off? Chat, what do you think?
Yes, I agree. I think this is the kind of game where we need to be showing what we're absolutely capable of. And we can talk about like lineups and formations and all that sort of stuff. But for me, it has to be a positive one. At home against Brentford, you got to be looking to take 3 points tomorrow, and we've got to be setting up like that. So I don't want to see a back three tomorrow. That's for a start, just to get that argument in early on. But going back to his press conference,
for the third time, the game is not tomorrow.
Oh, okay, allow that, man. Right, okay, stop interrupting.
You don't know where it is.
You pedantic. Stop being so pedantic, man.
Just being pedantic one more time, Jolly Ollie. Love you too, bro. We all love you. Thank you so much for the £2. Right, Eds, I will shut up now, but I'll turn my camera off.
Okay.
It's all yours.
Okay. Right, so going back to his press conference, and I mean, I don't know what more he can say. He's clearly padding it out. But if it was just talking about your injuries and one thing, then it's going to be a very short press conference. So he has to kind of pad it out by pretty much repeating himself. And I did notice a couple of reporters asked him the same question over again, so that can be a little bit frustrating from his point of view as well. But what in terms of a game, I want to see positivity. I want to see us going out. If we talk, I don't want to go too far into formations right now, but I don't want to see a back three tomorrow. That's for sure. So I want to see positivity going in. I want to see us attacking from the start. How many teams do we go, even at home, especially at home, do we attack from the start? You know, we're not seeing enough of that, and I want to see more positivity. Get the fans off their seat. You know, we haven't had those opportunities this season. This is only our third home game, isn't it, Ant? This season, so they've been really stretched out, and the next one's not till after the international break, which is at home to Luton, isn't it? The next home game. So in terms of our home games, we've had a really good run, and now I want to see some progression. I want to see some massive progression tomorrow. So however it comes. Whether it comes with him sticking with the majority of the team from last week, I certainly don't want to see a back three, but I want to see some positivity tomorrow. Dino, over to you, mate.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to. It's not tomorrow, as. My God, you're getting trolled here, big time. Look,
I'm going off screen now, guys.
There you go. Mark's even giving you £2 to stop saying it, for God's sake. And look, Cujo, look, he'll donate £500 if we win tomorrow.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What part of the world you're in?
And Craig didn't get that one. It's not tomorrow, it's Sunday. Right. So we have to win. I mean, it's not a must win, but if we're going to progress, we've got to beat teams like Brentford. You know, losing Ivan Toney is a major thing for them. And I think it's starting to show a little bit now that they're not that potent as there was, because he was their talisman, wasn't he? I think he'll go, like Ant said, in January. I think Arsenal sniffing after him, I think, that's from what I've seen.
Arsenal, Chelsea. Even Spurs, I think.
I mean, Chelsea need him, to be fair.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know whether Spurs need him. He's not their sort of player that they want anymore. But, yeah, I mean, a comfortable win would be nice. A defeat would be really disappointing. We've got better players than them. I mean, there's an argument for Mbeumo fitting into Forest side, but if you I always measure it on whose would you pick as a an armchair fan that's not a fan of each. Which 11 would you pick? And I think there'd be more Forest players in it personally. So therefore, we should win, and we're at home on Sunday.
But are you? Go on, sorry.
No, I was going to say, Anne. I mean, my point was going to be about how how entertaining we weren't last season. And Dina's kind of touched on the point. Two teams that most people won't want to watch as a neutral. We have to be a lot more entertaining, don't we, Ant, this season?
Yeah. Whilst I agree 100% with you that Cooper's interviews are a little bit boring and predictable, it is media training. It's so obvious it's media training. Don't answer any question directly. Don't talk about the opposition. Talk about how you want him, all that shit. It's the same. It's media training. It's the same each time. But there has been little hints. There's been definite little hints where he's giving out the impression that he wants to make the football better. He wants to attack more. He wants to be more progressive. And when he gets the team, he will be. So, and I actually believe him. I do. Call me a sucker, but I actually believe he does want to start turning the playing style around to be more progressive and entertaining. And I feel that this weekend, we've got a real chance to show that. I think he will put out a positive team because we were all surprised at the team he put out in the last home game. We were all surprised at how positive it looked. So I think he will. And I did my due diligence the other night and watched Brentford, and they're not very good. Well done. They're really not. And people going about Umbremo and Wissa. Wissa's on a right nightmare at the moment.
Yeah, it's been more of a pisser than a Wissa at the minute.
Yeah, it's shocking. And Waymer, hot and cold. You know what I mean? I think if you've got a decent defense, you can cope with him. So we certainly shouldn't be afraid of Brentford. And apart from those two, I like Lewis Potter. He looks good, but how much he's been tested in the Premier League. Apart from that, and there's a Danish guy they've got. I quite like him. He came on Janssen. He came on as substitute, and he looked quite handy as well.
Scored a goal, didn't he?
From that, there are a bunch of nobodies. You know what I mean? Really, we should be putting that without. If you look at the players on our roster, to use an American term, if you look at the players we've got, my God, they are so much better than theirs. Such high quality compared with theirs. Do you know what I mean? Where's their Dominguez? Where's their Sangare when he comes to fruition? Where's their Taiwo? They've got. Where's their Hudson-Odoi? They've got nothing. So we really should go out to win the game in an attacking style on Sunday, and I hope we do. And if we do, then we can look forward to it, can't we?
I agree, Anne, but Burnley had nothing, and Sheffield United had nothing. Look how close they were.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just whether we can, I'm not criticizing you. It's just whether, I don't know whether we've got a killer edge or is it confidence? I don't know what it is. But just before I finish, I'd love to see a 4-3-3, to be honest. And I'd drop MGW. Sorry. I think he needs a bit of time out the side.
I agree.
But we're going down that road.
Where are we sending him? Dino, we sending him on holiday?
No, we'd send him on Butlins holiday as. Send him to Skeggy.
Look, I don't want to break the flow, but I need to. Yeah. Chat, just so it's crystal clear, both Dino and Ant were the ones who just cussed down Vissa and freaking what's his name? Baloo the Bear and Baloo the Bear. So if they score, no, stop, please, Ant, please, because I don't want to hear this Jinxerine BS anymore. Honestly, it's giving me mental health issues and stuff like that, right? Because if Vista scores, right, or Baloo the Bear scores, then it's on Dino and it's on Ant, right?
Okay, so it's nothing to do with the Forest defenders then and the goalie. Or the team.
Look, if every single Forest defeat is on me, if every Forest defeat is on me, then you two can take 2 players, right? You can share the load a little bit. I'm carrying the weight of the team on my shoulders right now, right?
No, I'm in that.
Do you know what I have on the line, Dino? Do you know what I have on the line for this game? Yeah. If Mope scores a hat trick, I have to buy a Brentford shirt that says "I love Mope" on the front. Then I have to wear Nick's Man U shirt and kiss the goddamn devil badge. Right? Do you know how scared I am right now? Right?
But you should stop setting up these silly bets.
When I was watching
that's true,
Dino was actually saying, look, if we score 6, I don't care if Mope gets 3, it's worth it.
Or we win 4-3 and he gets 3. Brilliant.
I mean, I did think to myself before I came on that I had this line about Wissa, and I did think to myself, if this goes bad, I know I'm going to get it. I thought, sod it. Personally, I don't believe in jinxes, but there you go. I wish I had that much influence on players.
Well, the chat believes in jinxes. I can tell you that, man. I can tell you that much, right? But joking aside, is anyone worried about Mope?
No,
Mrs. Mope. Mrs. Mope is.
Maybe we shouldn't laugh so hard, but yeah, no, mate.
Mope's mom.
He's not scored for 18 months.
All right, chat.
Now you have to throw the stat.
There's another one there.
He's thrown the stat in. Don't throw stats in. Man.
Right, okay. Let me say something.
Go on.
A 1 year's going to have a stinker tomorrow. He's going to put it in his own net.
He will, because you've got. He will, because you got him in your FPL team. That's why. He's had.
I'm trying to do the alternative version of,
Get him out your team.
He'll do well.
Get him out your team.
Hey, the problem is, Dino, you have no credibility. That's the big issue here.
Yeah.
Because you said Shelby. You convinced me that Shelby was going to be decent, and then you doubled down and said he was going to score from 35 yards. Right? So you have no credibility. You have no credibility.
Hey, it's not about credibility. I had a lot of fun doing that, and I literally trolled it for a long, long time, and still do. He's not even here, and I still troll it.
Yeah, he's living off the back of Shelby. His fame and fortunes come through Shelby.
Yeah, those girls that he took back to his place showing videos, that was down to me. They wouldn't have had that fame if it wasn't for me talking about his 35-yard long one. We're very disappointed when they got there, I tell you.
Well, if you look at the screen, the video they're watching was that GOR stream where you were saying it, and he just had it on loop, mate. It's like, see, this guy believes in me. This guy believes in me.
What's left, and they're trying to find my house.
All right. However, at 007 here, no credibility. That's why it's jinxery, right? What you guys in the chat may or may not have noticed is that I have now trapped them all into the Mope net, right? None of them said they were scared of Mope. Ez laughed. Ez went as far as to laugh.
Really loud. Sorry, yeah, I did.
You did. You laughed. Yeah, we got receipts. Therefore, if Mope scores his hat trick on Sunday, these three are in the Dare Challenge thing with me.
Whoa, no.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. No.
What are you going to worry about?
You take stupid forfeits and then try and drag us into it.
Yeah.
No.
I'll back you up, Wolverine. I will. I'm not. No. Mope hat-trick, no. I'll back you up. I will have a turd on my head if you like. I don't care.
Right, let's see when he last scored that trick.
Just put Dino's pillow on your head, didn't it?
Yeah, I'll put Dino's pillow on my head.
All right. Okay, let's move on. Right. Joking aside, and let's get serious for a second.
How many times have you said that with Steve?
We were until you brought Mope's hat-trick up.
Well, it's done. It's never going to happen. Right? It's never going to happen. Okay, yeah, Chris, I will slag him off tomorrow. Sorry, Sunday. Yeah, I will. And I'll probably slag a few other players off in between. But I am telling you, boys, right? Is it just me? Or is there a smell coming out of the Trent? Yeah, I just feel it.
My pillowcase. I've just chucked it in the Trent.
I just feel the tide is turning. And I honestly, I'm being serious now. I feel this is a pivotal game. If we win this game, I feel our season goes towards Europe. If we lose this game, then our season goes.
Why did that stupid comment make me?
It's because I brought it up. Sorry.
It's just Dave, end the stream, man. Seriously, man. Seriously, DJ, stop. Anyway. If we win this game, watch out for him. And I'm coming to you, and you're the only serious one here, and that worries me right now, right? If we do you understand what I'm saying here? I feel like there's a pivotal moment coming up on Sunday. If we win this kicks us forward. Yeah, the smell of the air from the Trent smells sweet. If we lose it, however, it could start to smell a bit like Dino and his pillowcase. So do you feel there's a pivotal moment coming here?
I actually do because I am so positive with the players we brought in and the promise that we have shown promise. It's just, for me, it's just a case of getting everybody fit, getting the players together, putting out the right team in the right formation, and we've got a really good side that can really do well this season. But as you say, if he tries to play a progressive type of football on Sunday and we lose, then whether Steve Cooper will have the cojones to carry on trying that or not is a bit debatable, because we know when he starts worrying about stuff, he tends to go more defensive. So yeah, I think it is. I think you're right. I think it is pivotal. If we play well and win the game and all the fans are happy, it makes it really difficult for him to go backwards. I still back him if he wants to play a low block away against the likes of City, Arsenal, etc. But yeah, I think it could be a turning point because we've got some bloody brilliant players. I'm so excited.
And now I've trapped you. Yeah. Are you saying it's a must-win game?
No. Of course, it's not a must-win game.
But if it is that pivotal, surely it makes it must-win.
It's pivotal, but not must-win, because we could play really attractive football and be unlucky to lose. Although I don't believe in lucky football either. So I'm trapping myself now.
She's already out, Mike. I saw her last night.
Oh, man. I thought we were bad. The chat's worse than us tonight. Seriously. You're watching on the podcast, I apologize. You may want to go back and look at the live replay comments, but it is 18 rated. I'll tell you that one. I mean, Nikki's saying must win. Let's get into some of the chat's comments. Chat,
come on,
do you
guys.
think this is must win or not?
It's the 7th game of the season. We've already got 7 points. It's not a must win. Come on.
I don't know.
Nikki, come on. Let's be real.
Do you know? Where are you on this?
It's not a must win. I agree. You know, we went through this end of last season, didn't we? Said it must win when you need the points to achieve something, whether that's avoiding relegation or getting a European place. It's a should win. It's a should win, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. You know, you see, you know, and they're not fools. These guys aren't fools. They've avoided relegation for a fair while now. They've got a good manager. They're not stupid. They've turned over a lot of good teams. So
would you agree, James, Dino?
I must not lose like that. Yeah, I like that one.
Spinning a narrative. You should be a politician, James.
Yeah, you're very intelligent.
As you know what this game reminds me of. Now, I'm not gonna lie. With all my chest in, I am actually scared. Because as we've lived through, I mean, we're both 21, so we've lived through a small amount of history here, right? Yeah. But what I'm saying here is, how many times over the years has there been that pivotal game with Forest, or something that's felt like a pivotal game, the kick-on game, yeah? And then we mess it up, bro. It's happened so many times, man.
From that point of view, I'd agree. Yeah, and especially games that we're expected to win as well. And we saw that happen last season, with our very own eyes, And I think you were there at the Brentford game, home game last season, and that's a game we should have won. Another game we should have won, and we let them into it. We ended up having to come back. Yeah, and jinxed it. Yeah, we ended up having to get a late equalizer in that game, didn't we? So I don't want anything like that tomorrow. It's not a must. My question is it a must win? But from Cooper's point of view, and I think Dino touched on it, for him trying out these formations, which he has, to his credit, he has tried something different, and it hasn't always worked, but he has been positive in some of his substitutions as well in the last few games. Is it important for him to make sure, for his growth in terms of his teams and his selections, is it important that we get a win today to kind of prove to himself that he's on the right track? Because that's how I feel it is. It's more important for Cooper to get this result tomorrow than it is for Forest, if that makes any sense.
I get what you're saying. Let me spin a counter argument here and chuck it Dino's way, Mr. freaking high press over here, right? Yeah. Is the right approach for this game to go low block? Because Brentford are a counter-attacking team. Would we? And chat, what are your thoughts on this, right? Is it here? We'll give you all the views. We're not just here attack. Well, we might be, because they're probably all going to disagree with me. But you get what I'm saying, Dino? Are we playing into Brentford's hands if we go too attacking when they're pretty good at those long crossfield balls? They're pretty good at counter-attacking. Should we sit back and let them just leave the ball in the middle of the park?
I don't think we should ever sit back unless we're really up against it, against a majorly good side, and they're not a majorly good side. I wouldn't be upset if they went 3 back on Sunday if we played proper wing backs like Montiel and Aina that got right up the pitch. And I think if we can dominate that midfield with a 3 rather than a 2, I think we've got a good chance of winning. That's my personal view. So I don't mind a 3 centre-back partnership, which will help give a bit of cover there. But also, I think a 4-2-3-1, I think it's a bit maverick. If we had MGW firing on all cylinders, I'd definitely play a 4-2-3-1, but he's not. So I wouldn't play a number 10. That's the reason I would opt for a bit more solidity in midfield.
Dino, you're adamant you drop him. Just before you answer that, let me apologize to Nicky though, because we did see the super chat. Just forgot to bring it up. Aimed at Ez. Love that man. Now there's a proper Nottingham Ez right there.
Okay.
But Dino, you're deadly serious, aren't you? Thanks again, Nicky, for it. You'd drop MGW on Sunday.
Yeah, I would. I think it's. I think he needs something. Playing him week in, week out doesn't seem to be changing because he's not just been underperforming in his statistics. I'm talking about goals and assists here. Forget the little things he does on the pitch that's brilliant and then the stuff he gives away. I'm just talking about pure numbers. His numbers aren't good for a number 10. And it's not been good for a large part of last year either. So something's not right. And I'm putting the blame squarely on the coaching team, not taking him aside and saying, or they may be doing, and he's not listening, but not taking him aside and saying, look, you need to stop doing this. You need to stop doing that. How long has it stopped him doing these flicks and tricks? And how crazy is it drove us? So I just think because we've got real strength in that midfield now, I think having an extra good midfielder in would really, really help our cause on Sunday. And yeah, I don't know whether it's a needs a rest, Kyle. I'm not sure he's tired. He never looks tired on the pitch. He's never gassing. I just think he needs a bit of a. He's not privileged as the first name on the team sheet.
And you've been MGW's biggest hater for it. I'm joking. I'm joking. But that's what the lurkers would say, right? And I guess you wouldn't be opposed to dropping him, would you? But I want you to address that question from Chris because I know this has bugged you and me, to be honest. But it bugged you first.
Anybody.
Dominguez.
Anybody. I don't care who takes them. They cannot be any worse. Anybody. Yeah. Bring the goalie up. He can take them. Don't care.
How many teams score from corners, really?
Very few.
West Ham.
So I know it drives you mad about the corners and when you see it on the pitch, but corners isn't a big factor for getting goals. What it is?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I know you don't get loads of goals from it.
Look at the statistics. And I've said before,
I'm going to look at it. I will tell you now.
Our English fans go mad.
I don't need stats. I don't need stats. I don't.
Because you're wrong.
I don't.
You're wrong.
Who scores the most? You're wrong. Who scored the most corners this season?
I don't know.
I'll tell you now.
Well, I'll tell you without looking at the stats. It's West Ham. I haven't looked at the stats. It's West Ham. Why? Because they have a dead ball specialist, right? The reason people score less corners is because they haven't got dead ball specialists. Ward-Prowse's corners are on another level. They've got the whip on it, they've got the shape on it, and he actually aims at his own team into the space in front of them. So don't tell me no one scores from corners. Well, then the answer to that is they're not being applied correctly. Look at how many goals West Ham has scored from corners from Ward-Prowse, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah, but if Ward-Prowse was on the wide right, for example, his crosses from not a corner would also bring them goals because he's a quality deliverer of the ball. It's not the fact that
that's a straw man argument. That's a straw man argument.
It's the fact that he's an excellent deliverer of the ball. I mean, how many crosses does De Bruyne put in that lead to goals? They're not from corners.
Well, he's injured, mate. So none at the moment.
Fact that they're from corners. You've only got to look at how many goals are scored from corners and you will be surprised at how low it is. And as I say, the Continentals, they think the English are mad for going mad when they get a corner.
Everton,
it never leads to it. Very rarely leads to anything. And it's true.
Everton and Liverpool third. Everton and Liverpool top 2, 3 goals each from corners. The wonderful West Ham that 2. They've got 2.
There you go.
Woo! Just under half the league.
Dino, can you see what games they were scored in? Can you see what games they were scored in?
Yeah, just a minute. Just under half the league haven't scored from a corner, including Man United, Villa, Palace, Forest, Burnley, Brighton, Bournemouth, Luton, and Brentford. Right. So yes, who do you want to see? It's going to be Ward-Prowse, isn't it?
No, West Ham. Yeah, those goals, did they lead to wins? Is my point, right?
All right. Okay,
and also, I don't need stats. It's the eye test. You can see on the eye test chances create. Ed, you're with me on this one, aren't you?
I am with you on this one.
Because how absolutely wrong. Statistically wrong.
No,
you can't argue with stats.
I don't care.
Are you saying it's not? Look how many goals we conceded from set pieces last season. How much of a threat were certain teams against us? Even bloody Fulham, they kept trying this bloody tactic. And you're shaking your head. If it was,
I am, because did you see how many goals we conceded last season, Ed?
There would be no goals. Are you telling me no goals were scored from corners and set pieces last season? Well, exactly. So why are you saying that it's not a threat? Why are you saying it's not a threat? It might not be the biggest
minimal threat.
Of goals.
It's a minimal threat. It's not as important as everybody makes out. That's what I'm saying.
But we're saying you got to have all strings to your bow. And if we haven't got a threat from set pieces because we can't get a delivery in, then that's a string to our bow that we haven't got.
Near Carty's throw-ins.
Near Carty's throw-ins, exactly that.
Near Carty's throw-ins is another one. That's another string,
more dangerous than a free kick.
Yes, they have. But so what's the problem then?
Ez, ask them this question. Yeah, go and show us statistically how many people score from throw-ins. Yeah, as a percentage. Go on. Let's see who scores more from throw-ins or corners. I wonder what that stat will be.
Let me answer that.
You don't need to ask me that because you've just said it right. The difference is, as you pointed out, Ward-Prowse is more likely to get you an attempt on target than MGW from a corner, right? And it's the same with throw-ins. Yeah. Most throw-ins, you're just passing it down, aren't you? It's very rare. And it's certainly near Carte's flat throw-ins. You don't get them.
His are unbelievable. Yeah. I've never seen any like his, to be fair. Yeah.
Hey, he's good as Montiel's, mate. Montiel's the next level, right?
Arsenal have the most corners in the league. They average 8.5 corners per game, Arsenal do this year, okay? What I back Ant up here, we're not talking about throw-ins, we're talking about throw-ins into the box. There's not many people that can throw it that long. Look at Montiel when he wound up for that throw against Burnley. And everybody was like rubbing their hands. And I turned to Owen and said, oh, this will be good. And he went, flip. It was about 10 minutes wiping the ball and doing push-ups. And oh, my wordy. So there's only a certain amount of players can do it, as made famous in recent years by the Stoke player.
But
you could literally throw it anywhere you want.
Than Delap. Don't you think?
Delap, yeah, Rory Delap.
Near Carte's throw-ins are far more of a threat than Delap.
Wouldn't we be
far side? But
the point wouldn't Forest be much more of a threat if we had somebody like Ward-Prowse who could get the ball into the box? Because we got a lot more hype than I've seen in this Forest squad before.
Yeah, but Ward-Prowse is a freak.
No, he's not.
He's a freak because he works at what he does.
He's the best for me. Is the best ball player from a dead ball situation since Beckham.
Agreed, but he's worked at it. Beckham worked at it. What is MGW doing?
Oh my god!
What is MGW doing? They've worked at their craft, haven't they? They are the two of the best in my lifetime that I've ever seen. But they clearly, and everybody who's ever played with them said, they take a set of balls and they'd do that after training. They'd keep practicing. So what is MG Dub doing? If it's his responsibility to take our free kicks and our corners from dangerous areas, then he needs to be a lot better. And that's my point. Why isn't he practicing?
Who was it the other week?
You know what? I think that MGW almost certainly. You've got if you're a free kick taker or a corner taker, you have to practice.
Is he practicing his shooting?
Maybe in training, he's fantastic.
Yeah,
because that can happen, can't it? Like
captains and corners, man. What is this stream come tonight? Honestly, I mean, corners.
I don't know.
I started off by saying corners is such a low percentage per corner in terms of goals,
which is factual.
Like all of a sudden, corners seems to be the be all and end. One corner. Oh my god, we're going to score.
Dino, that means nothing. Okay, let me ask him this, right? Let me ask him this. How many goals come from a free kick, like 25 yards out, right? How many times does a player score direct from a free kick? I'll tell you, on the eye, very rarely. Do you ever see them pass it? No. Okay, so clearly it's a threatening situation, and clearly they're not good enough to do it. That's what I'm saying.
Can I remind you that Cristiano Ronaldo had something like 99 attempts on the trot and didn't score from a
exactly. Roberto Carlos lived off that Brazil goal against France, and his free kicks were crap. His free kicks were crap. The best free kick taker was Zidane or Van Hooijdonk.
Pierre Van Hooijdonk.
Exactly. Yeah. Let me just quickly do these super chats because we've got to show some love to the guy showing us love. Simon, 100%. Love being shown your way for the £2, and we're going to replicate the hate towards Brentford as well, bro. Thank you so much for the £2, you absolute generous legend. And of course, N2WOR with the £5. Thank you so much, bro. MGW to score from a corner. Mope hat trick. I will love the first part of that to come true. Let's ignore the second part, bro. But thank you so much for the £5.
Imagine how many forfeits that would be for us. My God.
Oh God. I'll take any forfeit on MGW scoring tomorrow, as Ez would say. More than happy.
You know why? You know why it's captain and corners, don't you? Because there's fuck all to say about Brentford.
No, but at least we're giving our opinions and we're not all just happy clapping the team and saying they're great and nothing can go wrong. MG Dub's the best thing since sliced toast and all that crap. You know, we will criticize.
Be built around MGW.
Mm-hmm.
The corners, by the way, the corners.
He used to say that. He used to say
that. I still say that.
Well,
okay. Sorry, Dino. Go on. He's taking the piss out of me.
The corners. I can't remember who it was the other day, but I watched a game where I don't know if it was Arsenal where they took it short and they always left and they didn't put two men. There was like one defender doing the normal 10 yards out, and then one guy came short, but not really short. He was like out of here, and he kept putting it out to him, and he just ran in the box. It's like, you know what I mean? And that was more dangerous than actually just bombing the ball.
Wasn't that against Man U though? Wasn't that against Man U?
What game it was? I'm old, man. I'm old. You know, I can't remember what I had for my breakfast this morning. Shit, I didn't have any. I forgot.
All right, perfect argument then, yeah? They couldn't break through Man U in normal time. They had 10 corners. Towards the end of the game, in injury time, they had several. They played them short, they mixed it up, and they scored from it. They scored the winning goal from it. So how is it not
but it's from a short corner, it's from a short corner.
It's from a short corner.
You had to still, that's because they mixed it up. That's because they mixed it up.
We're talking about MGW's.
What are we doing?
We're talking about MG. You started by saying MGW needs to work on his crossers. Well, he doesn't. If he's going to pass it, then the ball's in play.
He could still pass it, get it,
a free kick
back to him, and then whip it in.
Shoot at goal and a free kick where they just play it and start the move again. Everton,
We've got no ideas, mate. We've got no ideas from that point of view. I don't think we do anything different.
Enough corners.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help when every corner.
Let's get back.
It doesn't help when every corner hits the first defender anyway. That doesn't help.
To be honest,
we need a corner
captain.
We need a corner captain.
That's it. Right. We'll agree that me and Ez were right on this one. Okay. Score predictions. And
put it in. Let's have a poll. If you two are so up your own arse that you think you're right on that one, put it in the poll. And if the poll is you two, then I'll hold my hands up and apologise to my mum.
I won't.
Your mum.
I'm still right, no matter what the poll
for having to.
She deserves an apology.
Did you want to
while I do this poll, chat, get the score predictions in and kick us off. How's this going on Sunday, Ez?
Right, I'm going to go for a conservative looking 2-1, and the reason for that is because I do think we'll dominate. I'm hoping that we play progressive football, and I believe we will. So I think we'll score a couple of goals, but you know, there's always a chance they can get one on the break. So I'm going for a quite conservative 2-1 to Nottingham Forest.
Okay. I don't really want to read this one out loud, but I am interested in it. When was the last time we scored direct from a free kick? Jesse Lingard
against Ipswich.
No, it's Jesse Lingard against Blackburn.
That double deflection.
It deflected twice.
Right, and in the Premier League, add in the Premier League to the end of that question.
Would have been Van Hooijdonk then. He did score.
All right, to be fair, Mark's right. We do all talk shit.
And you like tune in.
We're just talking in different ways. That's right, though.
And score prediction.
I'm going to be mega positive, mate. 3-0. 3-0. I'm not going to give them a chance. I want to see that, but to be honest, on Sunday.
Me too,
Tomorrow, we'll win 8-0, but on Sunday, we'll win 2-1.
2-1, okay.
Of a women playing tomorrow, mate, it probably will be 8-0 every time.
Yeah, it probably will be. Banging.
Yeah. And Dina, it's time to apologize because 57% of the chat said Ezra Wolverine correct.
Do they even know what they're voting for? Do they even know what they're voting for?
Yeah, what's the question? How do you phrase the question?
It's always about clarity contest.
Yeah,
you phrase the question fair.
No, I have phrased it fair. And then there you go, Dino. Look straight into the camera when you do it.
Hold on a minute. The vote's been open for. Come on, guys, get the votes in, please.
Don't do it, Dino, because they don't know what they're voting for. Don't do it.
It's always a popularity contest, mate.
The question should have been.
Let me just have a look, see what you put.
I've closed it. It's as fair as it comes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. You closed it as soon as you were in front. So how many votes did we have on it?
We were in front from the off. We were in front from the off.
Because we voted ourselves.
I can't vote myself. All right.
How many votes did we get?
This has been the worst, funnest stream ever. I hope you guys have enjoyed it.
I just pressed whatever was on top. There you go. There you go.
There you go, Chris.
Well,
Chris
takes it down to 50-50 then.
Let me.
Yeah, we will 2:40 tomorrow, Super Saturday, and then Mr. Popular, seeing that he won the vote, Ez has some breaking news on something. I don't know what it is.
It's not breaking news, but we've got the link from.
Don't play it, man. I just built it up.
Oh, mate. All right. Okay. Fantasy Football Hub. The link is in the chat. I'm just trying to find where the actual. Yeah, here we go. Right. I'll bring this up. Guys, click on that link. You get the 7-day free trial, but they've got an offer going on, and the offer runs out at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning when it's a deadline for game week 7. So if you sign up with Fantasy Football Hub and you don't win your mini league, you'll get all your money back at the end of the season. So that offer is on now, but it runs out at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. So make sure you get signed up. At least sign up to the 7-day free trial. The link's here. It will really help out the channel as well. And there's some amazing content on there. So yeah, make sure you do that, guys. And I have got a stream coming out for Stoney, who asked earlier if I can get it out in the morning. I have got a video ready to come out anyway, which is the second part of what me and Dina were talking about yesterday. Anyway,
wait, we get money for this shit.
I do.
All right.
Yeah, we do.
Chat.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Chat.
Yeah, we do.
Chat. It's a free trial. Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't been paid or fed in weeks. So if you don't mind hitting that link and just signing up for the 7 days. Yeah. I mean, Ant's out in the red light district in Amsterdam, trying to earn a couple of extra bucks, right? Jiggling his bits, right?
That's why we're net for weeks.
So if you don't mind just signing up, yeah, it's a free trial. Ed will love you forever, and he will turn up at the City Ground tomorrow at 5:30, at 2 p.m. Sorry, for the game, and he'll sit there by himself for 2 hours. Okay, that is Ez's promise to
I'll
you
do
guys.
That for you. Yeah.
I won't. But you do not want to miss.
Dina, did you notice that? Do you notice how Wolverine spammed the chat? So they hid all the ones above it that were saying VAR on pole, the pole's unfair.
Yeah, mate, let it go. Let it go. It doesn't matter.
To hide them all.
We have the moral victory.
Sore losers. Okay, we will be back tomorrow at 2:40 on FFTV Premier League and FFTV High Press for Super Saturday. This conversation is nothing compared to what's going to happen tomorrow, and we got a couple of special guests with us as well. We'll take you through all the goals. You'll get to see all the goals as always. It's going to be a fun stream. 2:40 tomorrow, and then of course the watch along on what day is?
Sunday, mate.
Sunday.
2 p.m. kickoff, just in case anybody doesn't know. I'll let you know.
You boys will be at the ground in the fan zone before the match, I believe.
Yeah, the chairless fan zone. They took away the benches, but we're still there, guys. They
might have redone
They're rebuilding it.
The fan zone, people. They're improving the fan zone. So at the moment, it's like a piece of concrete, but they are redoing it. I don't know if it'll be done for tomorrow. Doubt it, but we'll see. We'll be there anyway.
Yeah, they're renaming it the Forest Fan TV Zone, just to give you guys a little.
And one more quick one. If you're going to the Crystal Meth Palace game, please hit us up on WhatsApp. The number's in the chat now. Drop us a quick message on WhatsApp. We will be back tomorrow. But Dino, I think you wanted to say something about your pillow.
Just any other business.
Right, your pillow.
Go on.
Can we talk about anything on this?
No.
Okay. No, I'm not, by the way. I'm not. But
no, got nothing to say then, have you?
All right. We will see you guys tomorrow. Come on, you Reds.
Watch match.